Good morning, friends. Today is the third of the four foods that we're covering, which comes from a Tibetan teaching called the Four Foods. It's an understanding of the different types of nourishment for health, optimal health. And the food that we're going to talk about today, I feel very passionately about. And I feel passionately about because I know the benefits for myself. I practice regularly, 2 to 4 times a week, sometimes every day, depending on my circumstances. And this food is rest. And first, it's important to understand the difference between rest and other things that we may think of as rest. So, for example, going for a walk with a friend outside in nature is great. It helps us to process our day, get exercise and fresh air, to be in nature. But it is not rest. It may feel great. We may feel more relaxed. We may release tension from our body physically and release tension from our minds mentally. But it is not what I'm talking about. Taking a walk and listening to a podcast is great. We can learn, we get movement for our bodies, we get fresh air, we go outside. But again, it is not what I'm specifically referring to. It's not rest. Watching a movie, whether it's with friends or on our own, watching things that make us uplift our spirits, or entertainment, anything that we would call entertainment, is great. It is wonderful, a wonderful and important part of human activity and human life, but it is not rest. Alcohol, having a beer at the end of the day or having a glass of wine may dull the sense organs, which is what it does. It dulls the sense receptors in the brain, which is why it feels relaxing, is not rest. It's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is a brain state. It is two distinct brain states. We have two distinct waking states, beta and gamma. These are the states that are involved when we are awake, doing the normal things that we do in a day. The gamma state is when we're involved with complex thinking and problem solving. Rest is a distinct state for the brain waves, and there are two of them, alpha and theta. What I've noticed in teaching yoga is that people often come to a yoga class, and at the end of a class, there's the relaxation called shavasana. And some people have difficulty relaxing. They're awake and it feels restless and they wonder the purpose and they think they're doing nothing. And then some people lie down on their back and very quickly fall into sleep. What I'm talking about is a distinct brain state that is not waking and it is not sleep. The first of these brain states is called alpha, and we can think of it like a wave. The brain waves slow down. They slow down, and we feel mentally and physically relaxed. We are awake, we're not asleep, and we feel physically and mentally relaxed. That means the mind isn't processing everything. We're at a different mental state. The body tensions that we carry are released. This is alpha, and alpha is a very important brain state, not only for the brain, for the nervous system. It is so important for the nervous system. The second brain state, which is even deeper, is called theta. So the brain waves oscillate even slower, and it's a deeper relaxation state where we can access and receive intuition and creativity. Good morning, Amanda. Nice to see you here. The theta state, and it's not a state where we have ideas when we're in relaxation. It is a state where we are receptive and relaxed, and so deeply relaxed that on a non-verbal level, we can receive from the cosmic intelligence, the greater universal life energy that connects all of us. We can receive into our being insight, wisdom, intuition, creativity, love. So it's and in addition to all these things that we can receive in a theta brain state, it is tremendously healing. So if there are any physical disorders in the body where the body is not in harmony, whether it's the organs aren't in harmony or the glands are not in harmony or something within the lymphatic or respiratory system is not functioning well or digestive system is not functioning well, it is in the theta state that it restores harmony to the body so that we can heal. So within the theta state, I would say, is a self-healing mechanism that we can access. And so when you practice relaxation, first, we are working at accessing the state in between wake and sleep, which for most of us is alpha, the alpha brain state. When it becomes easier to access the alpha brain state, then the doorway opens to the theta state, which is even a deeper relaxation state. So, like anything in life, whether it's a muscle physically or whether it's a skill, in order to get good at it, you must practice. And there's no other way to access relaxation states except to practice. And over time, it gets easier. The nervous system learns to relax. The brain learns to oscillate at a slower rate. And when it learns alpha, the doorway opens to theta. And then we're able to access those states much easier. So what happens when we don't relax the body? What is the result? We can see in our society what the results are. The mind becomes very restless and agitated. There's a lot of anxiety, and mentally we can't stop thinking. It's hard for the mind to stop. Maybe there's insomnia because the mind is looping and worrying. So we resort to sleeping pills to help the mind stop. Maybe there is a agitation that we're not able to focus and be present. So even though we are sitting with our families, we're talking about work, or maybe we're enjoying a meal and we're still thinking, our mind is still thinking about something else. So these are some of the signs that the mind needs a nutrient that it has been lacking in our diet. So, great. I made notes. I wanted to make sure that I cover everything today because it's such an important topic. The other thing that defines rest in terms of alpha and theta brain states is no sensory input or minimal sensory input. And the input has a calming effect on the nervous system. So this means eliminating anything that you take in through the eyes and ears, which is why in relaxation we close the eyes to limit the visual input so that the brain has one less thing to work on. And in terms of auditory input, either we're listening to a guided relaxation or very calming instrumental music, or nothing at all. So we eliminate sensory input so that the brain more easily can settle into a relaxation state. The second thing that's key to relaxation is stillness. That doesn't mean we have to be frozen and tense with our bodies, trying to make it not move. Stillness and relaxation. So we bring the body to stillness. And that has an effect on allowing the mind to settle and the thoughts to settle. So this is why exercising in nature may feel great and may help us unload our day. It is not the brain state of alpha, because the brain has to work to move your muscles. The neuromuscular patterns are working. So stillness, no sensory input or minimal sensory input. And lastly, at least 15 minutes or longer, because that's how long physiologically it takes to shift, for the brain to shift from beta into alpha. It takes at least 15 minutes. So those are the three things that are important if you would like to learn this brain state, which is deeply nourishing, deeply, deeply nourishing. Make sure that you do those three things. So now we will meditate, and we will do so for 10 minutes. And hopefully we can integrate and process all that we learned about the different brain states and shift from our thinking awareness into a relaxed awareness. So get comfortable wherever you are. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And continue to stay focused on your breathing. And allow your breathing to slow down. Bring the awareness into the sit bones. And feel the sit bones root down into the earth beneath you. Like an anchor, holding the body position steady. Elongate the spine, lift the heart, and feel an upward, slight upward pull. That not only do we feel steady, but we also feel upright. Relax your facial muscles. And bring your awareness into your heart space. Feeling breath at the heart. Visualize a light radiating from the heart. And visualize the end of your work day today, or the end of your day. Visualize what it feels like to finally turn the computer off, to finally close the television, knowing that the evening is beginning. And visualize that you lie down on your back to rest the body. Feel the body release tension. And visualize a smile on your face as you let go of the events of the day and settle into a space within you. Visualize lying down and resting in the space of your heart. Visualize that you can see the body breathing very slowly. Next, visualize that you very gently and gracefully wake up from your relaxation and you feel completely refreshed. The mind feels clear. The body feels relaxed. The heart feels receptive. You feel ready to move through the rest of your evening relaxed. And bring the awareness back to your heart space. Feeling the touch of breath at your heart. Feel your body, the whole body. Feel your body breathe. And bring both of your palms to your heart space. Our wish is that we may be able to access alpha and theta relaxation states, and that all humans in all parts of the world will have time to relax and nourish themselves as we do. And open the eyes. So a few more last moment tips or ideas. How I use relaxation. I have a guided yoga nidra relaxation, which is helpful for me. And I also have music, which helps to, it's actually called Deep Alpha and Deep Theta. And they are tracks that are designed to help the brain shift into these relaxation states. If you're interested, just let me know in the chat and I can send you the exact names of those CDs, which are very helpful for me. So this is how I use it in my day. Sometimes I'm too tired to do a physical yoga practice of moving my body. Instead, I do a yoga relaxation or yoga nidra. Or sometimes in the middle of the day, I need a little bit of a break. And so I do a guided yoga relaxation or yoga nidra in the middle of my day. Or just before I go to sleep or in the evening, I listen to the music that helps to shift me into alpha and theta, especially if I know that I feel a little restless or if I haven't been sleeping and have been experiencing insomnia. Or if I know I am in a very stressful time in my life, or there is a lot of sensory input. For example, I went on a trip where every day I had full days and I was around a lot of people. I made a commitment to doing yoga relaxation or yoga nidra every day. So rest is an important part of my diet. I do it regularly and it nourishes me so much, which is why I feel so passionate, and which is why every day I offer relaxation to you, because I know how important it is for me and how beneficial it can be for those of you who are part of this program and this community. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any comments or feedback, you can write in the chat, and I hope that you will make some time today to rest. From my heart to yours.